tough one for us. Our defense kind of failed us a little bit, but taking nothing from Florida, they have some scorers over there. They have some people that can create their own shots and create off the dribble. And we tried to make some adjustments, and we're just a little late on stuff. But I'm proud of the team. They came out and really played hard in the first 2 quarters. We gave ourselves an opportunity to at least not dig ourselves a hole. We rebounded better, boxed out better, so we saw some improvement there. Too many turnovers, once again. But we're sharing the ball, and that's always good. Got to get our post players going a little bit more. They got to get some more touches, so we'll figure that out. But all in all, I was pleased with how we came out. But again, it's tough. It's a lot of pressure on these two. I know they had a lot of turnovers, and they're not happy about that. But Dakota didn't. But Tessa and Nicole struggled in that area. But when you got these athletic, quick guards, you do need a little help to bring that ball up and take a little pressure off of you. So, but we shot better all the way around. Free throws need some work, but I was pleased with our effort, and that's what we were looking for.
You guys obviously got off to a fast start. Why did you get off to such a fast start, and what were you unable to do as the game progressed that led to your struggles?
Well, we came out focused. We knew from that Marquette game that we weren't pleased with our performance from the beginning of the game, and that's why we lost that game. We didn't give ourselves an opportunity. But people were focused, ready to go. We hit some nice shots in the beginning. We ran our offense really well. We just have to keep refining things. But we're going to build off of this even if it's a loss. We can still build off of it because if we come out like this every game, every team doesn't have 13 people over there that can do some of the things that Florida can do. So we need to – this is a confidence booster even though it's a loss. I look at it that way because we're shoring up some areas that we needed to shore up. And I know the next game we're going to come out and really, pound on Green Bay because they're not as big and they're not as fast. And, I'm taking nothing away from them, but they have their own strengths, but they don't look like Florida.
It seemed like in the third quarter the pressure kind of got to you guys. Were they doing something differently in the second half, and how much did you prepare during the week for their press?
You asking players?
For coach and for either of you guys.
We definitely prepared for their pressure. Sometimes when you're out there and you have the adrenaline in the game, you can kind of cough up the ball sometimes. But I just think that we have to do a better job of being confident in our dribble and, staying poised at all times. But I think that for the most part we handled it well. We just got to finish and we got to score and then play defense.
And how difficult is it? They had 10 players who played double-digit minutes. Just, for them to be able to just rotate players in and out and be fresh all game, how difficult is it to go against that?
They're deep. As you can see, only one kid played 1 minute. Everybody else played double-digit minutes. Yeah, it's tough because two of their subs had 20 and 18 points. So they have a lot of guards over there that can, do certain things. So when you stop one kid, somebody else gets going. And then you shut her down and somebody else gets going. And then they shovel 1, 2 or more in, We just don't have that depth. But I thought for 3 quarters there, 3.5, we were good. But you got to play 4 quarters.
Dakota, did you feel like you guys were getting tired during the third quarter when they went on their big run, or was it you just couldn't get stops for another reason?
I don't necessarily think that we got tired. I think our conditioning is pretty well, but when you waste energy doing things that you might not need to do, like running around people when you should be in the gap, that's what our defense is supposed to do. So I think that maybe just wasted energy and wasted movement and just being efficient with our movement would have helped us. Well, me, I can speak for myself.
They got a couple of fast break points too that they shouldn't have gotten. We didn't sprint back. You have to sprint both ways. Offense, you want to get a layup. Defense, you want to keep them from getting a layup. So I think when we see it on tape, our effort to sprint back, we had our box out effort. We did that well, really well. I was very pleased with the girls doing that. But now we got to get our sprint back effort. So that's something that we haven't had a problem with that until tonight. We got a little exposed with people not sprinting back. When that shot go in, make or miss, you gotta bust out of there and get down the floor.
Nicole, despite the loss tonight, you recorded your 900th point of your career. Can you speak to that accomplishment a little bit?
I mean, my teammates are the ones helping me out with that. I mean, they're finding me when I'm open. But I mean, honestly, that's not that big of a deal considering we lost. But yeah.
Nicole's a competitor. She doesn't care about individual stuff. I mean, I understand the question, but she doesn't know if she's got 1,000 points, 400 points. She's just gonna do whatever it takes for us to win the game. And she's always playing hard, always conscientious about what's going on the floor. So everybody's getting better that way.
Dakota, can you explain what happened in that stoppage in the third quarter?
Oh, I think as I turned around, my hand, like I went to contest the shot, my hand dropped back, and her face was kind of there. So I mean, yeah, she fell. My hand touched her face, and they called it like a flagrant. So, yeah.
Coach, on practice on Tuesday, I think for most of the week, your team wasn't wearing jerseys, right? Shirts were inside out as well. Said it was because they had to earn the Wisconsin on the front. Do you feel like they earned the Wisconsin tonight, or?
A step or two in the right direction, but one game does not satisfy me. I need to see consistency. And we shored up some areas. I'm not saying they didn't, but we got to put a total effort together. That means sprinting back, knowing you're getting in your gaps. Our defense kind of failed us tonight. We had gaps open and people just walking to the basket, and we can't have that. But they had some nice shooters, so you can't take away everything. So people got to play one-on-one defense and get better at that. You got to stay early, come late. Come early, stay late, and play one-on-one against someone that's a little bit quicker and a little bit, more athletic, and then you'll figure out how to guard people. Because at the end of the day, it's mano y mano, one-on-one. If somebody come and help, great. But if they don't, you gotta stay in front of somebody and try to stop them. And when you got to shoot a team that can shoot and drive, well, then now you got to pick your poison. Because they were hitting some threes, so you try to get that, and then you kind of leave too early, and they get a layup. So that's what a team like this will do to you. Be different if they couldn't dribble. Then you just kind of edge out on the shooters because you want them to fumble it and do all the things that we kind of were doing late in the game. Thank you.